And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years so you can say we got
3 turns.
Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
upheaval the ground.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all ground. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets, fool?
That's a close encounter of what kind?
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow.
Are you ready? Set? Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it?
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, daylight lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it. Can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Save my money, stack it up, and look like I'm.
Well, Coach, being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
358. Mike. Man, I got you.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Kill. 36. Shoot. Alert flare.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Working from the gun, Rodgers. A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
319. Check 53 is mine. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 49. Check 49. 30.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Flush, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I'm coming after you. Slam. Rush in.
And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 39.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
51, Mike 51.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. From midfield, here's Manning. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Let's go.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
To throw, it's Manning. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On second down, Elliott. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. And he is going to get this close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the Titans' 14.
Ready, ready. 18 Gator. Come, Gator. Hey, Delta. 55, mark out, 55. Let's go.
Manning to throw on 3rd and 1. And this one complete to Reed. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there, with touchdown number 12 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Now Manning, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. From his linebacker spot, Vontaze Burfict with a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
60 Pittsburgh. 55. Go. It's out of time. It's out of time. Mike 55. Bring it. Go.
Throwing is Manning on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Check 50. Check 25. Check 25. Check 25. Mike.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. That'll be caught by Cup. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Number 53. Mike 53. Switch.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Check 53's Mike. You got nothing today.
From the 24, Rodgers. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. First catch for last year's NFL catch leader, and it's a first down. On first down, it's Sanders. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. There he goes. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Marr now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now it's Rodgers. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Manning. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Mark 55! Mark 55!
Ready?
Now they try the right side here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Manning. That'll be caught right side by Reed. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Manning now to throw. And he's got Shockey. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Break. Mike's 50. Hey, Alpha. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing is Manning, and he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The kick by Marr is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They fake the handoff. Now Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Clay Matthews in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Go. Big grip.
On 3rd and long, it's Manning. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, you got 3 down.
They'll try the sweep. It's Lockett with it, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 40-yard line.
Set, ready? 90, Wolf. I'm coming for you. You mine. 5. Snap.
To throw is Manning. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff working right. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
You got 3 down.
Ready?
Now Manning. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Everson Griffin on the sack. Taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Manning. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the...
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Going quickly here to Thomas. Dropped at the 35. Able to display his agility, but not much room to operate. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 90.
Now a carry for Sanders. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
Right there in the middle, 55.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Manning. This complete to Lockett. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On second down, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. This quarterback now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On second and 11 now. Manning. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Everson Griffin able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and now it's second down.
319. Number 53. Mike 53.
On play action, Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Pilot, 64.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rodgers, Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. The Titans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Rodgers. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Danielle Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
Ready?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Manning. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
70, Indy. Stop, G. Big stop, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Working from the gun, Manning. And he finds Fitzgerald. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 47 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Jaguar first down.
Set, ready, 10-2 stop. Check 55 to Mike. Protein spill, fight.
Manning now on first down. This is caught. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Ready.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. On the draw, here's Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Rodgers now on first down. Thomas has got it, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards that time. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll throw out wide, complete to Sanders. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. From the 22, Rodgers. That's caught. It's Thomas. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
It's a gain of 14.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these...
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 10. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take in the next one? And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Danielle Hunter in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Jaguars, the win is a good one for morale, but little else as they move to 3-8, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Robert, you wanna be famous, They Ella, they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not safe.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
On play action, they'll throw. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. This is Royce Freeman, second-year man from Oregon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 23.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball?
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 23. This is Freeman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown of the new season.
You got tight right there. Switch.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he was very fortunate there to get out of it. Maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
The Sanders has got it complete. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. The 6th season in Denver now for Emmanuel Sanders after those 4 years in Pittsburgh. And you may recall Sanders tore his Achilles December 5th last year in practice. But before the injury, he was on his way to another 1,000-yard season. Would have been his 4th in his first 5 years in a Bronco uniform. Now at 32 years of age as he tries to return to full speed. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player? No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll find Royce Freeman, the running back. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Then it's Clinton-Dix with a pick. There he goes left side. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
You crazy. You crazy, bro. You crazy. Come on, set. Hey, Reed. Mike 5'9". Hey, let's get in that hole.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Flush to his right. Airing it out for Hamilton. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. On second down now, it's Freeman. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. You think back to 2018, many people thought it would be Royce Freeman taking over as the lead back in Denver. Spent a 3rd-round pick on him, but it was Phillip Lindsay who would be in the catbird seat as the #1 running back. But still for Freeman, not a bad rookie campaign, 521 yards and 5 touchdowns as the...
That's it, baby. That's it. Shut. 61. Check, 59. He can't hang.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver?
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Freeman. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw here. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On the draw, this will be Freeman. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Looks a little bit different size than they're used to seeing in Chicago, playing the middle linebacker position. But undersized or not, his speed is absolutely overwhelming. And when he arrives with a thump. The city of broad shoulders loves Roquan Smith.
Now throwing on. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Set, ready. 60 out low. 59, Mike to 59. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Rolling to his right. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 27. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Let's go, defense. Out of time.
2nd and 11. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Give the sack. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may be
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Mike, 58, right there. Drop deep, drop deep. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Hey.
They'll look to run with Freeman. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, you're right.
They'll try and run it in with Janovich, the fullback. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Andy Janovich, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And they work this out past the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got the hook up to Andre Holmes. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Here's Freeman, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Now yet another incompletion here. They'll run on 1st down. Freeman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch 'cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating 'cause I told no risk. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the haters, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out, please. I never switch, I never switch.
Since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things, pull out the VIP. Suck turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Hello, everybody. It's the
lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. And the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago, really it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
He'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, this is Devontae Booker. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. So opening drive, 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
A good pick up there, 26 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Hamilton. And he's going to take this down to about the 17.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
On the draw, it's Booker. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Devontae Booker. On first down, it's Freeman, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. And they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll set up a throw. Open man is Holmes. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. He'll look to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick. They're going to look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Denver. 51 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
After review of the play,
the head coach relied on his eagle eye in the sky to make the right call and was told to challenge it, and it looks like it's paid off.
And from a coach's standpoint, when you throw that flag, it's probably a pretty tense moment. Here it pays off.
Yeah, you have that little bit of indecision. You throw it where you feel like you're right, and then you think, uh-oh.
try and start this drive in the air. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's Freeman. Continuing to fight for more. Jair Alexander up to make the tackle.
Jair Alexander on the tackle. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
So we're at halftime here at, and we will skip. He'll drop to throw. Just keeping the play alive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll roll him out right. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be...
To throw now on 1st down. And that's complete to Sanders. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team, and they're feeling it in this one. Because
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense,
and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Devontae Booker with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos get a bit closer. So he visits pay dirt for a second time. Unfortunately, they're still down on the big board.
And I wonder what's going through his mind right now. Playing hard, making big plays. That wasn't a small run by any stretch of the imagination either. To find the end zone for the second time, yet his team's still down. They need more of that.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop the throw. Eluding the pressure right. Airing it out for Hamilton. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. To throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.